That's the signal to the guys in production who are just like, get this guy, shut up and stop looking at me. And well, you know, now we'll get in the game.
Didn't accomplish that though.
No, now I keep talking. We talk about the game instead of you know, our predictions.
Yeah,
We could high five like that.
easily. Did it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard that.
I don't know if the mics picked that up, but that was our high five.
It was way better than theirs.
Now it's on cooldown.
Yeah, for... No, it's only on cooldown if you don't high five.
Yeah, well, ours goes on cooldown.
Okay.
You hurt my hand.
Sorry. Why? A little bit of trouble.
Ooh, Earth Spike late into the aggression. First blood there for Ori. Good stroke of fate on like 4 heroes, but no follow-up damage to really make anything of it.
It was
Ori
a
with first blood.
stroke of fate and the Tidebringer on like 4 heroes. So a lot of AoE damage, but 1 tango each is gonna patch them up, no problem. But yeah, Wise a little bit just like he just walks forward. It's like I'm a Bane, I'm pretty tanky.
Definitely not Ogre again this game.
Definitely not. Oh, sort of the same-ish. Flying Ghost with way too much base stats.
If he had a second head, I would totally give this to you, but you know, they're not really the same cosmetically.
The head might be in a different dimension because it's a ghost. It's a very beautiful river.
Yeah. Can you swim in this high of water?
No, it's not that. Dude, the creeps are so small and their feet aren't even covered by... Like,
I don't know, maybe.
I don't think you can swim there, no.
Oh, I just meant your swimming abilities, not if.
Unless you're Slaughter, I guess. Technically, is he swimming when he does a tail dance? No, he's sliding, right?
I don't know. I guess it would be swimming at that point.
Well, I don't know.
How do you feel about this matchup? Quap, Kunkka. Not a matchup we see a lot, but certainly an interesting one. We don't see a lot of Kunkka, but, well,
We also see when they die, which
yeah.
is super unexpected in this lane. Like,
well, I mean, what does Siamese Cat really have to offer except for Enchant?
yeah, but how do you die level 1 to a fake of stroke of fate and void that does nothing on daylight? Like, must have stepped out of position and be like, oh, a little bit too greedy. Probably like a range creep deny. He didn't want to get out anything. But yeah, mid lane should be relatively even. Kunkka can have a little bit of problems, like at higher levels, but you just go jungle, you get your levels and gold anyway. That's why the mid lane is considered pretty meh nowadays, you know, by a lot of mid players, including myself.
I say we just go Dota Reborn.
Okay.
1 courier per team again.
Yeah, but you have to upgrade
Yeah.
manually.
Make mid harder.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I would love that.
I remember you weren't a huge fan of water runes.
I'm a lane dominance player. I hate all this stuff. There should be no
Free-ish.
camps, no free water runes, no free courier. Lose or win.
No, I like free courier.
Ah,
Free courier just because as a support, it always stunk spending all your starting gold on just nothing that really benefited you.
never do support.
Yeah, but like,
Do your job.
I still want a magic stick.
No. Dude, did you play Dota when you literally just had like 1 slot for a sentry ward, 1 slot for an ops ward, 1 slot for a TP?
Yeah, it was hell.
It was great.
Hell for supports.
I like 2-hit every support because I had no items.
Yeah, that was the problem. It's no better. I still get 2 hit.
Yeah,
That's okay.
because neutral items and stuff make the enemy stronger too.
Yeah. And Boba back on the line. He had a fantastic game number 1.
It's gonna be hard to replicate that. Ooh.
Stop the TP.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope his bottle is coming though because he's real low.
Well, he's hoping, you know, just fill it up on the bounty rune and get back into lane, make something happen. But, you know, how much can you do?
Wait, one more!
One more right click and Siamese Cat will be there. Keep
Died
going
for
down.
nothing, he said. Kind of true, actually.
Yeah. Unfortunate.
Yeah. But I actually like this TA pick into the Night Stalker. Oh, a little bit of action in the top lane.
May hit with the God's Rebuke. And good Nightmare.
Is Master's name Mare? Could I say good night? Mare.
Good Nightmare. Yeah. I see your jokes. He's a horse. He's a mare.
But yeah, like I like these really big right-click damage dealers against Night Stalker. because he wants to jump into the backline, but then you can just prevent it by being there and like 3 or 4 shotting him, which is also why I like PA so much against him. Very similar concept. Mars is doing fairly well. This should actually be a pretty difficult lane, but he doesn't care. Faith Beyond.
Oh, looking for the Inkswell, but it was a little bit of hesitation, and that might cost Faith Beyond his life. Gets into the trees, gets away from this Enchantress for now. Working with that Tango regen, they've got the Ice Armor. And not a lot of mana left here on Siamese Cat anyway. Faith Beyond, dangerous game he's playing.
And he's struggling down here a lot. Like only 11 C, has no regen left. If you shut down Night Stalker early, he has no way back into the game.
Oh gosh, nice. God's Rebuke. The God's will be felt, and well, it's going to be why who gets hit by it.
Yeah, already 1k gold ahead. Like, the lanes are not going well at all for LGD. They're losing all 3. And we all know what happens when you lose all 3 lanes.
Your percentage of winning the game goes down very exponentially.
Yeah, it's... Whew.
Struggle.
Wow, Kunkka is losing super hard. 1k net worth behind. Damn. That's not what I expected at all. He's already full jungle. At level 4. Oof. Like, you never want to do that until you're like level 7, maybe 5 if it's really bad, but...
And this is nothing to say who hardly loses his lane, let alone twice in the same series.
Ori is back.
It's a bit early, but I will give it to you.
Thank you. He's level 6 and...
Oh my God.
Yeah. 1.5 levels ahead.
Yeah, he is. Ooh, man. He could rotate
Be
real
careful,
soon.
Hex! Oh, no mana.
Nightmare.
Bye-bye, Boboka.
Lucent Beam. And a kill there for Y. Now they're going to go after XXS.
Who's going after who?
Oh, yeah, well, Y's got to run. God's Rebuke once again. Not a lot of mana here for XXS, though, to follow that up anyway. And Y will just fall back a little bit. Opens up the lane for Ame, who is starting to get back into things.
Yeah, Helm of Iron Will is too strong.
And this is, man, look at Siamese Cat. Stealing what should be Kunkka's.
Yeah, I mean, he's an Ench, he can do it. Because Kunkka's not even level 60, there's no threat of a ghost ship. No burst damage.
Nothing.
To say.
And 1k lead. Ori, level 7.
It's a little bit ugly, isn't it?
What, the mid lane?
Yeah.
No?
There's a DD on Kunkka though, and now he's level 6, so maybe we're gonna get a good like ghost ship rotation.
He's got to do something, and I think Siamese Cat's done a great job of warding up and pressuring this Kunkka on his own.
Oh, that could be a good one here.
And Nightmare, ooh,
oh no!
not going to last long enough, and now Y, well, he's probably going to die here. Ori certainly has the damage, especially with the help from Boboka. Throws an Earth Spike, and the right clicks from Ori will get the kill eventually. They had it set up for a second. It felt so good and then felt so wrong. And they won't be able to get the kill out on to this Queen of Pain. Monet taking some damage, but the refraction now turning it around, and the right clicks in, the Meld Strike out onto the Night Stalker. And all of a sudden, both the Grimstroke and the Night Stalker have a sliver of health.
I think you.
Yeah, Siamese Cat's just going to come around here and eventually knock this Grimstroke out.
Okay, I'll take that, I guess. Man, things are going terribly wrong for LGD in this entire series. Not just in the game 1, but overall game 2 as well. Yeah, it's just no move is really working. Like, what happened in the mid lane on the Nightmare? He just torrented too late, or must have been.
Must have been something, because it did not line up the way they wanted it to go.
It's a good X mark, but
they've got the X, but there's the Hex, and now Inkswell, it'll pop, but not in time. Ori pops a haste rune and just walks away.
Yeah, another rotation, not successful. Mars, meantime, just pressuring top lane, almost up to his armlet. And then TA is free farming bot. Yeah. Night Stalker that's not having a good time in the first nighttime is... What is he?
Ineffective.
Sure, but what's another name? Night Stalker? Night Kitten?
I don't think that's a cat.
Really?
Definitely not. More of a bat, if anything.
Oh.
Why gets the Nightmare, but Ori now looking after this Bane. Meld Strike comes through. Sonic
Guy
Wave
on
on
three.
the 3. Why? He's dead first. Ghost Ship out onto an Enchantress, but I mean, really, I don't think Aster care for that.
Gonna take what you can get at this point.
Yeah. LGD grabbing any shrivel of hope off that kill.
Yeah, it's still only 2k lead, but they had to evacuate the safe lane already.
X has just been hitting this tower.
The entire time.
XXS cam, always this.
I like the sound. Very fierce, right?
Yeah, well, I guess. I don't know if that's the sound a trident would make off of a stone tower. But it does sound very fearsome.
Thank you for always agreeing with me.
I'll never disagree.
I always look for someone like that in my life.
You've come to the right place. I'm a yes man. That's me. Thank you. Invis picked up for nothing to say. He'll bottle that up. We'll see if they work with that Invis to move around the map and make something happen. It would go well with Y having level 6, but he's level 4, and
Who took the tome?
you'd really love to have Fiend's Grip.
Yeah, did Grimstroke take the tome, or because they're both on level 6?
No, they're not. There's the tome. They just purchased it.
Yeah, on the Bane. Okay, he's gonna have
Just
his
needed
grip
the
up.
gold.
Yeah, if you don't have money for tome at minute 10, it's usually not a good sign.
No. Bane just hitting the 4-digit mark on net worth. It is
Yes.
not going well for Y, and back under.
Well, now Grip is online. They're definitely gonna find the smoke rotation somehow. Maybe with the Invis on the Kunkka. But who's finding who here? They have Finger.
Yeah, they will have the damager spike in, and Luna now hexed up. They've got the control. Oriana mega kill streak.
Yeah, he didn't get the Finger stack at least. He fingered a little bit early. But
Looking for that burst damage, making sure they can get that kill.
yeah, there's only a small victory for LGD though. Losing a Luna like that never feels good.
Doesn't really feel like
He
we
just killed
felt
it.
much from
Grimstroke.
Ame.
Gone.
A spear landing, Inkswell will eventually pop onto the bars. Stroke of Fate, maybe he survives.
Not gone.
Starts to walk it away, and they do have level 6 on Y, but do you really want a Fiend's Grip without anything to follow that up? No. So he'll just walk away, and they won't go for potentially a counterplay. 4,000 net
caught the
worth
crop,
lead
though.
for Aster. X Torrent, this time it lands.
No!
Ori, though. Oh!
Missed combo again.
The combo not looking good. Nothing to say, struggling.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic to what we've seen him do for what feels like the past year, 2 years. Dominate the lane, make everything look so clean.
Right, especially the past, like, what, 7 months or so, right?
Yeah.
That's where he really came into form.
And all of a sudden, you know, at least right now, not putting the combos together.
4k behind at this point is, yeah, it's trouble for sure. You also use nighttime for that, so Night Stalker gonna be ineffective for the next 2 minutes. And the next nighttime crop is gonna have a BKB already. He rushed BKB first item.
At least they get the tower bottom. That's something that they can go for, but looks like they're going to lose the mid-tier 1, so that opens up the jungle.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Well, I didn't expect Aster to be like this, you know.
This is kind of like how it felt last year. Aster dominated the DPC season.
Yeah.
Ambitious, Bobica.
All right.
Very ambitious.
Maybe if you have the level 25 talent with the range.
Maybe 40 minutes from now, but not now. That's for sure.
That's a good one.
Oh, man. Ame, some efficient farm.
Yeah. Learn from this. Always pull the camps together. More efficient bounces.
Did you get excited about efficient farming?
Yeah. I mean, I always get very disappointed when they don't do it. When
Yeah.
they're just being lazy, you know. Because I hate myself for it when I'm lazy. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do it. God. Why didn't I do it? Now I have to hate myself for the next 10 minutes.
As a support person, I just, you know.
Don't you hate it when you stack for your carry and he doesn't farm it efficiently?
Yeah, but when you see it like this, I'm just like, oh, all that hard work. Stacked all those camps. Let me go. And then he farms it efficiently and he gets it, bam, gold like that. Bobica gonna move forward with Ori here, looking for Faith Beyond. They've got the Earth Spike and the Finger. Almost feels like Bobica's got it down to a science where the Finger and the Earth Spike connect at the same time.
Yeah, so the damages are combined, right? Yeah, I mean, just the killer duo, the two of them. Maybe they can find. Oh, they got a grip.
Fiend's Grip and the Eclipse down onto Monet. That's a kill they need.
Oh, they lose Ame
Great
though.
Blink Arena Nightmare. Ame, TP attempt, and there's the Ghost Ship Sonic Wave, and they don't get the kill onto Ame. However, Bane's a second
Neutral
prize.
creep.
That, well, gets killed to the neutral, so they don't even get the silver medal.
The golem with like,
Participation award for them.
That was a mad mud golem.
Yeah.
Don't touch my family. Bam! Right in the neck.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Axe and Earth Spirit give a little bit of that boxing one, too.
That was a haymaker for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
There's gonna be a blink soon.
Yeah. And we've seen it. The double blink. And then you've got Ori who can blink as well.
Yes.
Like, just so much mobility that's going to find them to be in an advantageous position in almost every fight if played perfect. Or not perfectly, if played right. Like, it doesn't even need to be perfect. When you've got that much blink, the instant hex, the blink arena, blink sonic wave.
Or at least this time you don't have a draw ranger that's really dependent on positioning. Oh, it's in Q.
To Q away, the ink swell.
BKB first on Quap is a very rare sight. But this game makes a lot of sense. Against the Grimstroke, against the Silence, against the X-Mark. There's so many spells that are annoying to you.
Yeah. And then going into the Shard, which I love on Queen of Bane, personally.
It's so good.
Go right up onto that Bane, blink on top of him. Boom. All right. Fiend's Grip canceled.
It's
Blink
really-
Arena, good
Oh.
blink from Faith Beyond, though. First item blink, so, you know, yeah, he's got the blink. He can work with that nighttime, get the silence out, but not really outputting a lot of damage.
And not tanking.
No. And he's look at the jump off in net worth from Mars to the Night Stalker. It
Yeah.
is a lot.
Like,
He
TA is
really
gonna
taking a
3-hit
back
him.
seat.
With that Deso.
Yeah.
You jump into the backline, bong bong bong, and you're gone. It have to be a lot of follow-up. Yes, sir?
No, I'm just thinking about Monet and TA. If we could just switch the in-game sounds. Bung, bung, bung. Bung, bung, bung. Like, I'll take it.
Yeah, it's good. I still think they should hire me as a sound effect
Yeah,
guy.
we're starting to get new creeps. We're starting to get new towers. I want new right-click effect noises.
Or anything, really. You can hire me. You heard my Goku scream.
Yeah.
Intense. Smoldering intensity. I can do it all.
That's very true.
Thank you.
AC for nothing to say next. BKB picked up here for Ame. Not a lot of kills in 17 minutes. Game is teetering on the edge of going heavily into the favor of Aster, that's for sure. And LGD just trying to hang on at the moment. I know they're down only 3,000, but it does feel like Aster have good control of the map and a good control of their positioning in the game where come one good fight, they can really pull away.
Yeah, but they got a good window now with that double BKB. Luna is very, very big, and they definitely got to make sure to play around her. Maybe take a big team fight, kill a guy or two, straight into the Roche pit, and get the Luna snowball going. But Aster have different plans. Again, the killer duo. They can't burst the Kunkka though, from full to zero, no way. Whoa, that was fast.
That was a really quick BKB, and, well, you may have come for me, Bobica, but no, now you got nothing to say because you've been killed by nothing to say.
I do have to say though, that is on Ori. Like, you gotta let the lion go in first. Like, don't even give the opponent a chance, right?
Instant hex.
Yeah.
Take him out.
No need to do that. Ori a little bit overexcited. Or maybe he's like Bobica. I know what he did last summer. I'm going in.
Good first movie, bad sequels.
As it is so often with movies, isn't it?
Yeah, what was it? I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Did you watch the new Matrix? So I hold that thought.
Nightmare onto Ori. That's going to be transferred over onto the Enchantress.
Double
They've got
grip!
the arena with the double Fiend's Grip with a Soul Bind. And now they look to get the kill, but the Finger comes out onto the Bane. They get the kill on XSS. They'll end up trading Y. Hex out onto Faith Beyond. He gets over the cliff and through the woods. Venom's Embrace comes back from Siamese Cat over onto The Grimstroke, of course.
The double grip looked way more exciting than it actually turned out to be.
Yeah, it was like there.
It was there
and
for
then
4
it didn't
seconds
matter.
though.
And it still didn't feel like that.
Yeah, crazy. Like, where was all the damage? There's no damage. Did you watch the new Matrix movie?
I have not seen it yet.
Okay. My lips are sealed.
Although I'm nervous because we were talking bad sequels, and all of a sudden you're like, "Have you seen the new Matrix?"
Well,
now,
I'm not
now, no 2K lead though.
I'm not gonna spoil you what happens, but it's not that good.
1K lead. Aster, their lead declining as Ame continues to
He's farming fast.
farm up.
Farming very fast. And Monet is surprisingly farming very slowly, to be honest. As a TA, like, you want to be way higher than that. Probably around Armor Snap, to be honest. Struggling just a little bit.
Radiant are scanning.
7-0-0 for Ori. The James Bond going for him. Well, backwards James Bond going for him right now.
Yeah, it's definitely the James Bond.
His name is Ori. Ori. Doesn't really work when you've got one name.
It does not.
It's not Bond, James Bond, that's for sure. But maybe after this game, good performance. He'll take a martini, shaken not stirred. That was my bad impression of any accent. But here we go.
That was pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah, it was off. So, Monet, Ori, sitting here together. Double damage ready to go for Monet, and he's about to have this BKB, so certainly a jumping off point for Aster where they can make something happen. But LGD, they feel the advantage, and they go to a 5-man smoke. It looks like Aster is setting up for the same.
That he has the BKB now because he disassembled the Dragonlance, so that DD BKB is like their big timing.
Ooh.
So dangerous.
Monet, though, instant BKB. But they start to retreat far enough away. They've got the Hex. Here's the Eclipse with the BKB being popped by Ame. They go after Bobica. They get the kill to the line. Now they get the Sonic Wave. It's a big one, but is it enough to get the kill to Sami's count as well as Monet, though? Buyback on the Enchantress. They look over at XXS. Well, he's being corralled right now. He'll throw down the arena. They've got the Silence and the Spear out on Ori, or out on to Nothing to Say. And Nothing to Say trying to turn this. Enchantress, Nightmare to XXS. Pretty tanky at the moment, but the Turin comes out for Nothing to Say. They get the kill to XXS. They look over at Nothing to Say to finish him off. Ori now, well, kills the Kunkka and probably stops the chase of LGD to continue to potentially get that clean of Bane. Impetus damage, not too much.
Good
There's the
night.
Nightmare, but now blink forward from Ori. Not a lot of mana to work with, though. I thought maybe you'd go for it.
Nah, no chance without that mana. But yeah, the team fight, they lost an even amount of resources, I would say. It's a very, very even fight. Like, I thought the Luna was going to die way faster with a DD on the TA. He actually survived surprisingly long.
Well placed as well.
Yeah, and then his BKB just wore off too early because he had to use it at a small camp, had to run all the way to the Ancients for like 4 or 5 seconds. He got blown up instantly after that. Like, he lived for like half a second and all gone.
He was dead.
But now, no ults. So that's potentially free Roche unless LGD is like, maybe we want to contest it. Doesn't look like it though.
They're going to know they're coming over anyway with that ward on the high ground, so
Yeah.
they feel pretty safe.
So it's a free Roche for Monet, who is probably just going to build 2 more damage now. That's what they really lacked last fight. Like, they have a lot of good stuff, like a lot of stuns, a lot of sustained damage, but a little bit more burst would be nice.
And Aegis into a 5-man smoke immediately.
Yeah. Without Monet though, probably.
Blink Silence, he's got the X on him already, so he's fine.
Yep.
Going towards bot, they're going to find Bane if they catch up to him, and they do have that blink. Now the Arena and the Spear. Elusive Beam comes out, and Burst My Finger, again, connecting at the same moment, getting that kill onto Y.
There's something satisfying about just like stacking up the damage, right? It just disappears.
I want to say that Immortal feels pretty satisfying.
Yeah, the sound also.
And just the zigzag, like that hit, it hits different. Semi's cat in a lot of trouble.
He was hit different too.
Yeah, hit quick. Killed quick. They know where the Kunkka is.
Nothing to say.
Bobica right on him. Nothing to say. Silence up. It's a full team TP. Sonic Wave, BKB, nothing to say. Oh, the last hit from Oné. They've got the Soulbind though with a double Fiend Scrape. Do they have the damage to turn this around? They rip through the first life onto the TA. They get the kill to Ori. They'll end his 9 times kill spree, and they'll go after Monet, who's got the BKB and turning it around on Ame. But Fabian coming over, BKB, it's long enough. And they'll TP out this TA, but man, LGD, despite the fact that they lost nothing to say in the beginning of that engagement, double Fiend's Grip feeling a lot more impactful this time around.
I mean, we spoke about how bad it feels to be gripped, like your carry is BKB gripped, and well, times 2 that, and
where is my team?
Well, suddenly it's only 3 from your team that can actually do anything.
And they're all getting pinged.
Yeah.
That's a good fight without the Kunkka.
But they're going again.
Bobica again. Hex, Earth Spike, Spear, and a God's Rebuke. It's the 4 ingredients needed for a kill onto the Bane.
I like that they're still playing aggressively.
Yeah, they haven't stopped, despite the fact that they've, they really haven't pulled away. And we did say that the game was teetering on the edge, and LGD have kind of recovered on that. But Aster have not changed the playstyle.
Yeah,
just going.
Which is good because the late game is going to be very tough against Night Stalker, Kunkka, and Luna, and as we said, like double grip potentially.
Potentially, it feels like it's almost a given right now.
Yeah, it's a very deadly combo. Especially against like 2 backline cutters like TA and Quap. It's like you want to go in together, but you really don't.
Yeah, if you catch the Quap blinking in, you're not really scared of the silence anymore with the Shard.
Yeah.
The only one, I guess then you can have XXS or Bobica focus on getting the Bane, but even then that's pulling more heroes into a fight.
Into a bad position potentially too. But Quap should be somewhat safe once you get like, the Lincolns in the 25
There's the blink in.
Oh, you gotta... Not popping BKB!
This time, he's got the Ghost Ship, but still is the blink out.
Okay.
That's the time he got the combo, though. Scotty finished here on the Luna. Ame high up on that net worth.
Not popping BKB there is so scary. If he gets gripped, he's gone.
Or the fear of popping the BKB and then getting gripped.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That's always what it feels like, right? Like, as soon as you start shining,
Radiant are scanning.
I think that was a pretty good Banal sound. Like a vacuum cleaner.
Are scanning.
Yeah, that was just the Hoover. Ult blink, Faith Beyond in onto the Mars. The arena immediately down. They'll avoid the spear onto Ame, but it goes right through onto nothing to say. He didn't pop his BKB in time. They have the damage to get the kill on a Siamese Cat. They'll look over, and now the Soulbind's going to leash up onto Ori for a split second. They've got the Sonic Wave onto 3 of these heroes, and now they'll look with the finger as well as the Earth Spike. Ame in a little bit too far. They'll take out the Luna. They've got the Fiend's Grip onto Monet, and they, well, don't really care on the side of Aster. Eventually, they'll blink right on top of Y. Ori with the double kill, and it's a 2-for-1. Not what LGD were really expecting. That fight kind of got sloppy for them, and nothing to say gets hit by the spear, eventually pops the BKB, and then there really wasn't much else.
Yeah. Like, it would have been the best if neither of them or both of them together popped the BKB, but the way it turned out is that one of them is stunned, the other committed the BKB, and then post BKB, and Luna just gets blown up by the Lion and the TA together. Like, even the Sonic Wave again on 3 or even 4 heroes.
Ori's positioning on those ults has been pretty on point.
Yeah. And nothing to say going for that new carry Kunkka style kind of build.
Ooh, let's take
the
a look at this
Satanic.
again.
Oh, it's a replay. Nice, yeah.
Faith Beyond committed, then didn't commit, then went back, and you can see he's kind of unsure where to go.
It looks really weird too because they're focusing a Mars with a bulwark. They're dealing 0 damage to him.
Yeah. And then there's the Sonic Wave. That lands on a 3.
And goodbye, Luna.
Or Spike Finger at the same time, always. And then, yeah, Why's got the Fiend Script? They don't really care, though.
It lasts so long, too. What an ability. It looks so funny. Hands up.
Titan Sliver. Drop there for Monet.
Who's getting it?
Is he just going to hold both? Elven Tunic and...
Hold all of them.
No, why not? Make the game really difficult for supports, just let people hold as many neutrals as they want to get.
Tower is under attack.
Right, and just solo pushing down the top tower. Okay.
Radiant's bottom tower
Hey, whoa, there's a Centaur creep there.
Yeah, that is true. That is considered the hero, actually. Stronger than the Eng.
Mindbreaker. Good one to have.
It is, especially as a Quap. But you already have that inbuilt silence. So. Now my question is, how does Arma actually feel? Because after the last fight, where he just got blown up 100-0 in a second, he can't feel too comfortable, right? They're
Comes
smoking
down
up
to his
again.
positioning again.
Bottom tower is under attack.
It's a 5-man
Wards on the
smoke.
high ground, XXS. He's ready for this one with the help of Bobica. They'll get the spear.
Oh, they can't lose him. They
And
can't
the
lose him.
X. They've got the stun, and there's the double Fiend's Grip once again. And let's see what Ame can do with this. The damage is starting to come out. They get the kill to Bobica as well as XXS. They'll take out Simon's Cannon. Ori, there's the
Ultra
ultra kill
kill,
for Ame.
easy.
Ooh, a full team wipe. LGD. Aster thought they had the high ground, and well, they were mistaken. They will get burned by that lava, and LGD will take that fight clean.
A double grip is ridiculous. Like they're both just standing there for a whole 6 seconds. Under the BKB, like,
The Hoover gets turned on, and they are cats. They literally die.
they cannot do a single thing. The positioning also from Y, he was so far away from anybody. And even if he was close, they used all stuns on the Luna already.
When you break the bases of Luna, it goes fast.
Yeah, and mid tower's gone as well. Well, soon.
Let's watch it again. It was a little quick.
Look at the double Fiend Script. That's really the most.
Soulbind,
Yeah,
connected,
right
Fiend's
there.
Grip. Your BKB is nothing.
Both of them just locked into place forever.
And then the Eclipse rains down the moon.
And that's 2 Rexes gone.
Yep.
And a massive lead now for LGD.
All of a sudden.
Aster thought they had
7-0.
it. LGD took it away and said, no. You can't have it.
The Moon of Mene had other plans. And Eclipse damage, doing a lot. Double Fiend's Grip. Why? Bane. Are
At
we
this
shocked?
point, you can't really call it a spoiler anymore because it's old. Was there like an Eclipse in the anime? Did you watch the anime?
I did watch the first season.
Was there an
Second
Eclipse?
season is coming soon, though.
Yeah, but was there an Eclipse though?
I don't remember. I have to rewatch.
Why did you even watch it before?
I watched it like a year ago, dude. I am not good with the brain stuff.
Oh yeah, I know.
The only thing that sticks in my head is all the knowledge of the Chinese region. Anything else, like I literally
20
I got
nuggets.
did not have all 20.
Yet. Exactly. I know you all too well, my friend.
Bobica gonna die here.
There was a
nothing
one
to
hit.
say.
There was a one hit.
Ugh.
Out of the silver edge, cling, and you're gone.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Cut
attack.
right through that line.
I don't know what you do now, actually, as Aster. Like, these fights are just impossible. The Bane double grip combo. Who popped the BKB here?
Oh. Going. Nightmare. And the arena
Caught the
down.
Bane.
They caught the Bane. That's exactly what they wanted, but he
Grip.
feeds grips anyway. He actually doesn't care. They've got the control onto the Mars. The Soulbind's out. He lands onto the Enchantress as well as the TA. They're going to the back lines looking for Bobica. The damage coming into Simon's Cat as well as Monet is enough to finish them both off. Bobica drops 2, 3 heroes dead. Eventually the Bane does die, but he takes the Mars out of the equation, and they get 3 kills on LGD, and back onto the high ground they go. They'll call GG. LGD will even the series up at 1.
One fight is all it takes in game of Dota. You line up scales better into the late game, you win one decisive fight. 2 sides are down, what do you do? Like, honestly, this fight was just impossible. They had no chance anymore after they lost those